Not far behind in third are, of course, Manchester United, despite the fact they only drew against Southampton, a goalless draw. Casby, this was on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Casby says, who'll be more disappointed with just 1 point? Man United or Saints? Feel like it'll be the latter.
Yeah, I mean, they had chances, Southampton. Theo Walcott had a one-on-one. Kyle Walker-Peters hit the post late on. And, yeah, it didn't really... I mean, obviously the red card shaped the game somewhat, but even...
Made it easier for Man United, as former Southampton manager Nathan Jones, etc. and so on.
Well, Man United had to take Weghorst off, which may actually have helped Southampton in that part of it. But, yeah, they didn't really show up, United. They were kind of using Sancho in this central position again. From what I saw, that didn't work brilliantly. And... yeah, Ruben Selles made a really good start to life at Southampton. Just kind of consistency of selection, I think. So he's played the same centre-backs in his 4 matches in the Premier League so far. Whereas previously, I mean, Southampton's centre-backs was kind of just like throw 2 darts at 5 pictures and pick whichever ones they land on. So, yeah, clean sheets, I think, obviously a long way to go and not the best going forward. But if you build a foundation... Che Adams might score 4 or 5 goals at the end of the season. Could happen. And they stay up.
All right. Only 2 points from safety as it stands. Slick back merchant, though, says, does Jack know if Casemiro's disciplinary record is a deeper issue or just a case of him being clumsy? The thing that a lot of people have been pointing out is that before moving to England, he didn't have a bad disciplinary record, at least at Real Madrid, where he was only sent off twice in 222 Liga games. He never got a straight red in League or Champions League football for Real, but he's already had 2 in 19 Premier League games for Man United.
Yeah, it's 2 in the last 8 games, isn't it?
Wow. Both awarded by VAR. Does that matter? Yeah. Okay. Both given by VAR, points out producer Charlie, which I guess might have a bearing on it.
Or maybe it kind of speaks to his ability to do the innocent face and kind of stay on the right side of referees. I mean, it's a skill doing that. You know, we think about Fernandinho, another great Brazilian defensive midfielder, was a master of that, just doing enough to avoid the red card. You know, I mean, this was undoubtedly a straight red card. It's a terrible challenge, and I don't know what anyone was complaining about. But yeah, maybe he's entering the red card phase of the career.
Maybe so. 4-game ban he faces. He can still play in the Europa League, where Thursday they'll be up against Real Betis of Seville, 4-1 up from the first leg. So that looks reasonably comfortable. But the next time he'll be eligible for a domestic fixture will be, against Nottingham Forest on the 15th of April. He's going to miss Fulham at Old Trafford in the Cup and then 3 Premier League games, Newcastle away, Brentford at home and Everton at home. How big an absence is that?
Yeah, it is. I mean, my very, very vague theory is for the red cards now versus at Real Madrid is that he's probably having to get through a lot more work now and kind of just being sort of stretched maybe more to his limit. He's been brilliant this season, but I think there's probably a desperation. He is seen as kind of Manchester United's firefighter, and so there's a kind of desperation to get everything done. The red card against Palace was different because it was kind of, it was a fight effectively, but maybe that shows he was a little bit on edge and frustrated again. I think there probably is a sense of feeling like he needs to go out and impress everyone, which maybe wasn't quite the case at Real Madrid. But yes, they will miss him.
And United without him, and on the back of a 7-0 defeat against Liverpool, now drawing goallessly with the bottom team in the division.
Yeah, but I think they've still finished top 4, which is should always have been the aim for this season. They still have the Europa League, which they seem to be enjoying life in at the moment, and obviously Casemiro isn't suspended for that. So
they've got the League Cup.
Fine.
Yeah.
The Totally Football Show podcast is available 3 times a week, bringing you all the football news you could reasonably be expected to care about. We've got views, we've got stats, we've got analysis, we've got some of the best football writers around, and the whole thing is absolutely free. So have a listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or all the usual places by clicking on the link below.